Hi dancers, Miss Megan here. I miss you all so much, and I hope you're staying safe and staying healthy during this time. I miss our Saturday morning classes so much, and although we can't dance together right now, I wanted to send you some exercises and some stretches that you can do at home so that you can be super ready to dance when we come back to class. I'll record myself teaching the exercises and doing them with music as well, just like we do in class. So without further ado, let's dance. So our first exercise is going to be working on our feet and also our head and our neck at the same time. So you're going to sit up very tall, fingertips barely touching the floor, and you're going to start with your flexed feet, and we're going to point one count, point, and flex, and point, and flex, and point, and flex, and point, and flex. So we have 8 times pointing and flexing our feet. Each time we point and flex is 1 time. So then we're going to alternate our feet, starting with our right foot, point, and the opposite foot, our left foot, is going to flex and switch feet and switch. 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you have 8 times pointing and flexing together, 8 times alternating your feet. Then we're going to finish with our flexed feet up, and you'll have turn out from your hips, turn in, turn out, turn in, turn out, turn in, turn out, turn in 8 times. Then you bring our feet in to meet each other, crisscross applesauce, and we're going to look to the right and to the left 8 times. Nice and slow, moving that head from side to side, warming up our neck muscles. And then we'll look up to the ceiling and down and up and down 8 times. Okay? So next we're going to be working on our hip flexors and our tummy muscles. So we're going to want to keep our legs flat on the floor. We're going to lay all the way down, bring our arms out to the side in a letter T position. And we're going to bring our knees up to the ceiling, keeping our feet on the floor, bringing them up. 1, 2. We're going to open our knees. 3, 4. Closing them back. 5, 6. Sending them back down. 7, and 8. Nice and slow. 1, 2, open. 3, 4, close, 5, 6, down, 7, and 8. So we're gonna do that 4 times. Then we're gonna do the same thing where we bring our knees up from the floor, keeping our feet on the floor, and we're gonna lift them up to a tabletop position, keeping our toes pointed. Don't bring them up too high or leave them down too low. We wanna make them nice and flat. And bring them back down onto the floor and straighten our knees. So we're gonna bring our knees up. 1, 2, lift, 3, 4, down, 5, 6, straight knees, 7, and 8. So we'll have that 4 times as well. All right, let's try. Okay, so our next combination is going to be our kicks. So what we're gonna do is lay flat, just like we did in our last combination, and you're gonna prepare your knees, bringing them up to the ceiling. 5, 6, lifting your legs up. 7, 8, flat like a table. And we're gonna lift our right leg up to the ceiling. Straight knees, pointed toes, sharp like pencils. 1, down on 2. Then you're gonna switch your legs, left leg. 3, down on 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So we're gonna do that 8 times with our right leg and 8 times with our left leg. So our next combination is going to be our releves lents, our leg lifts, and our grand battements. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure our right leg is straight. That's our working leg, it's ready to go. And our left leg is bent. Our standing leg is ready to support. So we're gonna lay all the way back down on our backs, and we're gonna lift our legs nice and slow. Our right leg's gonna go first. Lift 1, 2, 3, 4. Drawing your leg from the bottom to the top, drawing a straight line all the way up and straight down. 5, 6, 7, 8. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down. 5, 6, 7, 8. Making sure we're keeping our toes pointed. Our legs are straight and turned out. So we'll have 4 repetitions of lifting our legs up nice and slow. And then we have our grand battement. So these, we're going to battement our leg up nice and quick. Up. 1, 2, nice and slow down. 3, 4, up. 5, 6, down. 7, 8, up. 1, 2, down. 3, 4, up. 5, 6, down. 7, 8. So we'll have 8 repetitions of our grand battements. So 4 slow leg lifts, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, down. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8 grand battements, up. 1, hold. 2, down. 3, 4, up. 5, hold. 6, down. 7, 8. So we'll do our right leg first, and then I'll swivel around to the other way so you can see the left side. Alright, so for our next combination, we're going to be working on our arm strength and also our back strength as well. So we're going to lay flat on our bellies. Our feet are not quite touching, kind of hip distance apart. And we're going to keep our hands right under our shoulders for the first 4. Pressing into the floor, lifting our backs up. 1, 2, down. 3, 4, up. 5, 6, down. 7, 8. So you have 2 counts to lift and 2 counts to lower. 5, 6, 7, and 8. So your first 4 using your arms. After that, we're bringing our hands underneath our chins and we're using our backs. We're going to keep our feet on the floor, keep your legs down, and we're going to lift our torsos up. 1, 2, down. 3, 4, up. 5, 6, down. 7, 8. 4 times lifting your torso, keeping your hips and legs on the floor. Then you have 4 lifting your legs up. 1, 2, down. 3, 4, up. 5, 6, down 7, and 8. So for these 4, we're just lifting our legs, keeping your hips and your torso on the floor. 5, 6, down 7, 8. And our last 4, these ones are our hard ones, our super ballerinas. We're lifting up our torsos and our legs at the same time, keeping your hips on the floor. Up, 1, 2, down 3, 4, up 5, 6, down 7, 8. So 4 times with your hands, 4 times lifting your back, keeping your legs on the floor, 4 times lifting your legs, keeping your back on the floor, and 4 times super ballerinas. All right, let's try those together. So next we would be standing up from the floor and moving into some traveling work. And I know you're probably thinking, Miss Megan, how do we do traveling work in a small space? And I'll give you a hint. There's lots of different ways that you can make space work for you. And there's lots of different ways to make movement travel even in a small space. You can absolutely go from one end of the room to the other end of the room. You can go in a diagonal formation. You can use circles. You can go in a square if your room's in a square, or you can go outside of your house if you have a really big front yard or really big backyard. However your space is, you can absolutely go outside and practice your marches, practice your skips, practice chassés. You want to make the space work for you. And I'm gonna give you a couple of ways doing our combinations that we usually do in class in a variety of traveling motions that you can do at home in small spaces or in big spaces if you have a big space too. So I'm going to show you how to do walks going from a corner to another corner. So you start with your first position. Remember to start always in your first position. We're going to keep our hands on our hips, and you start pointing your right foot to the front, stepping forward, coming through your first position each time, and making sure your tendu is really straight, really pointed toes and straight knees. Step forward and close and step and flip. Another example is you can do your walks on your toes. Standing up tall, releve, hands on your hips, and you can walk forward starting with your right foot. 1, 2, 3, together, plie, jump, and jump. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So chassés are a really easy thing that you can make go from side to side. So I'm going to give you an example. So you can do chassés going to the right and back to the left. Going side to side, side to side. You can can even add some jumps if you wanted additional work. So you can go step, together, step, step, together, step, close first, and saute, 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 saute. And you can go to the left, step, together, step, step, together, step, saute, 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 saute. Another way that you can do traveling steps is in a circle. So I'm going to show by doing some marches and some skips. So we'll start with our right foot to the front and step forward, bring your knee up. Make sure your toe is touching the inside of your knee and your knee is pointing straight forward wherever you're going. Step up, step up, step up, step up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can also do the same thing with skips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the last part of our class is usually our stretches. So I'll go ahead and lead you through some of the stretches that we do in our class. So we always finish our class with a reverence, and our reverence is just a way to say thank you to your teacher, to say thank you to your fellow classmates, and a thank you to yourself for showing up and doing your best that day. And in the spirit of reverence, I wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you for watching this video and for doing your absolute best during this time. I know it's not easy on any of us, but I am so thankful to be able to teach every single one of you. I miss you from the bottom of my heart, and I can't wait to see you all again when we get back to class. From my heart to yours, stay healthy, stay happy, and keep dancing.